You're listening to Just Hit Play with your hosts, Peter and Nick Cabral. If you're tired of your stagnant, streamed music feed, then strap yourselves in for an intergenerational sonic journey through Peter and Nick's favorite songs.
Welcome to episode 192 of Just Hit Play. I'm your host, Peter. With me is my co-host, Nick. Nick, how's it going?
It's going well. I woke up not too long ago.
It's
currently 4:51 p.m.
Eastern
Standard Time. I woke up at 3:30. Such is the life of a day sleeper, a night shift worker. So I've got my coffee, and I'm ready to go.
Are you working tonight?
No, I'm off until it's currently Monday. I'm off till Thursday night.
Oh, nice. And is it busier? Is it busier during the day or nighttime?
Oh, it's much busier during the day at work. If you're just listening for the first time, I work at a hospital as a respiratory therapist. So it's typically busier in the day, but just because that's when we do more procedures and things like that in the ICU, because there's more staff around, more doctors around. Conversely, in the night when there's less staff around, less doctors around and whatnot, if things happen unexpectedly, it can be a lot more hectic and chaotic.
Right.
Because there's just less people around. So, yeah.
Cool. Now, when you were studying, obviously you did some practical work as well. Is the job different than you thought it was going to be, or did you have an understanding of it before you got in?
I had a decent understanding, but it's very hard to describe like what the job entails. It's until you actually do it, right? Like when you say, "Oh, I go around in the ICU and I check on every patient on a ventilator and do a bunch of things," like that really only paints half the picture. So you really have to just like get in there and do it. And then all the procedures and stuff that we assist with, it's kind of hard to conceptualize until you're really in the situation.
So are you in the surgical room as well when people are under?
Yeah. So we do go into the OR to assist. We assist anesthetists and the anesthesiology team with any sort of intubation that might be difficult. Like anything more than a straightforward, pop a breathing tube in. We go to assist with equipment and the procedure and getting that airway secured. Anything airway related in the OR we can go to.
Oh, cool. So it's a very different job, but it's kind of sounds like it's the same job every day. So you're doing the same tasks, but it's just very different kind of tasks that you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you never know what the day might bring.
Right.
But there's a bunch of things that we are able to help with and able to do. So you just never know what of those tasks and things are going to arise.
No, that's great. I'm really happy that you're doing such an important job in our society.
Well, thank you.
And the other thing I want to talk about is it's official. Manchester is red. It is not blue. And it was a really nice victory for us.
Yeah, let's kick off a little mini sports segment here. We've got a few things to talk about.
Yep.
I watched a lot of that match because I was coming home from work.
Yep.
And it was on. And so I watched a little bit of it. I don't know, like I don't know what Michael Carrick's managerial experience is, but he outcoached Pep. Frankly, he outcoached Pep Guardiola in his first match at the wheel. So I don't know if this is a new manager bounce. Bruno looks like a new player completely. He was languishing under Ruben, and he's immediately looked like a better player. I don't know what he did, but oh my God.
It's amazing. Like there wasn't a single player that had a poor performance. Like everyone exceeded everything. Like the spine of the team was great. Kobe Mainu was fantastic. Like it was probably the keeper had nothing to do. Like he was probably the only person who had nothing to do, and everything else, like the wing play was great. Like defensively, they were strong. It was. I haven't seen a game like this probably since the title winning season. That's probably the last time. Let me put that in some context.
Oh man!
Like against a contender, like to dominate a contender like they did. I have not seen that since Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, because you guys have won some big games recently. I mean,
right?
Just against us last season.
Yeah, we won the FA Cup final, but again,
those were like scrappy, tight, close
exactly.
wins.
Like this was like that's what I mean. Like this was, we were so much better. And let me rephrase that too. We were so much better with having 38% possession, right?
Yeah.
They just did nothing. They couldn't do anything. Like people were like laughing. It was like, oh, did Holland even play? I didn't see him on the pitch. And like,
Yeah, and
yeah,
it was the biggest. Did you see it was the biggest XG expected goal defeat under Pep's tenure? Like the
yeah,
most he's been outclassed in expected goal difference.
yep. It was really interesting to see. And and the only caveat I'll say, the only sort of rock in my shoe that I'm sort of that I'll say at this point is that this was counterattacking football. This wasn't when you have control and there's an entire, the team has parked the bus in front of you. This was run and gun, use your speed against a very young defense, because the face of Man City had a very young defensive team out there. I'm curious on what this team can do against Bournemouth or Everton or West Ham,
Right.
Forest, where they're going to have possession and they have to create something. That's a different animal. So I don't know if Kerr can do that, but against Arsenal next week, I'm pretty confident that we can get something out of the game.
You guys could blow the title race wide open.
Right. Yeah.
You really could. And for a second, if I close my eyes, I almost thought that I was seeing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on the sideline, the way United were playing. It was, it was much different from Ruben's system. Again, I don't know, was it the new manager bounce? We'll have to see if they can sustain these performances. But
remember,
if I was a United fan, I'd be feeling pretty good right now.
And they didn't have, Diaz or Garvial or Stones in the back four. Like they had a very young back four, and they took advantage of that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you have something to be happy about, because your poor Bears unfortunately lost in a heartbreaker.
Did you see that pass that he threw? It was a Hail Mary pass, and I was like, oh, the game's over. And I was like, holy shit, it's a touchdown.
Unbelievable. Like I thought he was done.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, here he is. He's running back. He's going to take a sack. Like, at least put the ball up.
Yeah.
And then he dropped a dime.
Yeah. Now, was there offensive passing interference? Maybe.
Yeah, but everyone's eyes were downfield looking at Caleb Williams.
Yeah, there was a bit of a push to be so wide open, but I was like, holy shit. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. It's too bad they couldn't follow that up with a win, but again, lots to be excited about. If you're a Bears fan, you guys did something. Yeah, you did something.
Yeah, next year should be interesting. It was a great defensive game. Like usually you don't get that low of a score in the playoff games, but both teams played really well defensively. So it was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, much better game to watch than my Patriots versus the Houston Texans. That was one of the ugliest games of football I've ever seen. Just turnover battle, sloppy game. Luckily we got the win, but my God, what a terrible game. There's just interceptions and fumbles all game long.
So before we get into music, who's your pick for the Super Bowl?
I have to go with my Patriots. I think we got it.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to not say that. Like, if I were unbiased, I'm not. I'm very biased. But if I were unbiased, I would say it's going to be whoever comes out of the NFC, whether it's the Seahawks or Rams.
Yeah, the Rams are pretty good.
But I have to favor us against the Broncos with their backup quarterback.
Yep.
And anything can happen in the Super Bowl. Anything can happen.
Now, did you think the Patriots would be back to contending this quickly? Like, I didn't see it coming this year. Did you?
We went 3-14 last year.
Yeah.
So, no, not at all. I thought we'd be better, but I think I said before the season, a couple of friends had asked me before the season, what are your hopes? And I said, if we could sneak into the last wildcard spot, I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah.
I did not have a potential Super Bowl appearance in the cards at all. This is, it's pretty sweet.
And Belichick isn't the coach anymore, is he?
No, we have Mike Vrabel, who he's a former Patriot player.
Okay.
Played on the team with Tom Brady. Coach of the Tennessee Titans for a while, and then was let go from the Titans, and now managing us.
Well, Belichick has got to spend time with his 20-year-old girlfriend. So.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan.
Yeah, he's got things to do.
Yes, yeah. Well, there are kindergartners in Boston that haven't seen the Patriots win a Super Bowl yet, and that's
Right.
just a tragedy.
Yeah. So
So the
let's
team
see how
needs to
it
get it done
goes.
for them.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. All right. Let's do some music. You're going first.
Yeah.
Tell us about your artist.
Okay. Oh my God, am I ever excited to talk about these guys? This week I got you to listen to a song by the Viagra Boys. The name kind of says it all with these guys. That's what you're getting. We're gonna listen to "Man Made of Meat." Darren, just hit play on the Viagra Boys.
By electric motors made by goblins in a factory overseas. They're there to buy drywall and other products.
Okay, so are you a man that's made of meat?
I sure am, and I love this song. It's quite funny how our artists are a little bit similar, and to the fact that they recorded a song together.
Really?
Yeah. So
I had no clue.
yeah, I as I was watching sort of the music on YouTube yesterday, getting prepared for this episode, all of a sudden I had a song called "In Spite of Ourselves" with Amy from Amyl and Sniffers. Was singing with the Viagra Boys, so that was kind of funny.
Wow, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, "In Spite of Ourselves," that's the name of the song. It's a very different song. Yeah, love the song. What great punk rock. It's not an angry song. It's more of an apathy. This is what the world is, and I guess we have to live in it. That's kind of more what the song's about. I didn't really pick up much anger. It's more just resignation of what the world is.
Yes, and that's a theme for the Viagra Boys. Hand to God, I've only listened to their most recent album from last year in full. Yeah. I've done a little bit of checking out their back catalog, but from what I've gathered, Viagra Boys are very much... They've got satire dripping through every note, every line,
it's irreverent. It's
every
irreverent.
syllable.
It's irreverent music.
Everything is satirizing something.
Yeah,
and so I think their chosen vehicle of delivering a punk message is drench it in irony, drench it in satire, and less like the anger, yelling, screaming that we get from other punk music.
Yep, absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's not angry music. It's apathetic. It's irreverent music.
Yeah, and God, I just love this song. Like it's very catchy. It's more pop focused than a lot of their music, and I think that in itself is very intentional and serves the message of the song.
Right.
Of just accepting the state of the world and being a man made of meat.
Yeah, it was. I was surprised how much I liked it because I've heard of the Viagra Boys, and I don't know why I had it in my head that they were going to be more of like a dance hall sound. I didn't expect that music that was going to come out. It's like if you harken back to the day where I got you to listen to Iggy Pop and you thought it was going to be more pop music.
Yes.
Yeah, and it totally Iggy Pop's not pop music. That's sort of what I thought the Viagra Boys was going to be more of like a dance hall sort of sound. I have no idea why. Maybe I was correlating that to like the Venga Boys, which is like more of like a pop sort of band. Maybe because there was a Boys title in it, and I was thinking of Boys to Men or New Kids on the Block or something. I don't know, but I was definitely expecting a different kind of sound. But I was pleasantly surprised. I love this song.
I'll be honest, I wrote these guys off too. And I didn't realize it until you mentioned it, but I definitely had them confused with the Venga Boys as well.
Right.
100,000%.
Yeah,
and so there's been a bit of a trend recently where a lot of the songs I've got you to listen to are from albums that came out last year, and I only listened to them because they were really high on like end of year lists.
Sure.
And again, this album, very well.
Yeah.
Yes, so critically acclaimed, and I was shocked. I thought, the Viagra Boys, aren't they like a joke band? Like, how are they in top 10 lists of the year? So I had to check them out, and as soon as I pressed play on the song, it's the first from the album, I understood, because this is fantastic music. And I don't even know if this is the best song on the album. I actually think there are better songs, but this is definitely the best one that suits the podcast, because it's very poppy, easy to listen to a bunch of times. So,
Yeah.
yeah, great album.
and it's not very long. It sort of gets in and gets out. It's I think it's roughly about 4 minutes, but it definitely says what it needs to say, and then it's done, which is great. And that's, I think, every anthem or punk rock song should have that element to it. There's nothing negative to say about the song. The video was funny, had like a Banksy sort of theme, artist, a sort of guy creating art out of pretty much anything. I thought it was really brilliantly done.
How did you feel about the Chandler Bing line?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm on the internet. You're staring at feet. Like that was pretty funny. Yeah.
These guys, like the way they write, like they're just so quick witted and so sharp. Do you think there's something about them being from Sweden that just makes them funnier? I don't know.
There's so much great music that comes out of Sweden that And it's almost genreless, because you could have, Sweden has a lot of death metal bands. They have a lot of pop bands. They have ABBA, for God's sakes. You never know what you're going to get out of Sweden. You really don't.
They can do whatever they want. Sweden is honestly, we have to start putting Sweden in conversations as a musical superpower.
Powerhouse.
They punch so above their weight class. Not to diminish Sweden's standing as a country, but like they export so much great music. Yeah, they really, really do. And Viagra Boys, no exception. And I don't know, there's something about Swedish accents maybe, or the fact their accents kind of disappear in music sometimes. I would have thought these guys were American.
You're right.
Same with ABBA. I had no idea they were Swedish until I'd been listening to them for a while.
I read Zlatan's autobiography. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, famous Swedish football player. And what makes him so unique to Sweden or Swedish people is that it's a thing in Swedish culture not to boast about yourself and not to make a spectacle of yourself. And if you have success, to sort of tone it down a little bit and not really mention your success. Now, if anyone knows Zlatan,
that is not him at all.
He is not that person. So, Zlatan has referred to himself as a god. What did he do? I think when he went to LA Galaxy, James, who's the guy who plays for LA Lakers, LeBron James sent him a LeBron James jersey as a welcoming gift, and Zlatan signed it and sent it back. Like he's a very interesting cat, and he is against the Swedish sort of ethics in that way. So I found that very interesting, that that's the culture in Sweden, is not to boast and not to big note yourself. Yeah,
very like self-deprecating culture as well. Yeah. And I think we definitely see that with the Viagra Boys, and it's interesting too, because so much of their music is satirizing and poking at like hypermasculinity and toxic masculinity. So I think that also ties into their culture of not, bigging up yourself and staying humble. You can kind of see that in how they skewer like hypermasculinity.
Absolutely.
And like far right movements. They've got a lot of conspiracy theory satire. So yeah, I love the Viagra Boys. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, and I think too, like, because you're so humble, I think that's why Swedish music is sort of just hovers under the radar. You know these bands, but you don't know, that they're from Sweden, because they don't make big deals about anything. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah, they're just chill guys, really.
Yeah. No, love the song. I'm so glad. I'd never listened to a single Viagra Boy song. Now I'm looking out for them. I want to hear some more. And if you do want to hear the one with Amy from Amyl and the Sniffers, it's called In Spite of Ourselves.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to listen to that.
And it has a bit of a country feel to it. So there you go.
Okay. I was pretty sure you were going to like this song.
Yeah.
Just based on the Ween songs you've gotten me.
Yeah. It is a little bit of Ween in there, sure. Yeah.
Just in terms of like the lyrics and everything, and yeah, I was sure that you were going to like this one, so I'm glad you did.
Yeah, no, it was great. I loved it. Perfect song to pick for me.
Awesome.
All right, so now we're going to move on to Amyl and the Sniffers, a song called Guided by Angels. So Darren, just hit play. right. So I think both bands have a lot of similarities. Did you like Guided by Angels as much as I liked Man Made of Meat?
I don't know if I liked it as much as you like Man Made of Meat, but I did like it quite a lot.
Yeah.
This is a great track. And I have listened to Amyl and the Sniffers before, only their 2024 album, Cartoon Darkness.
Yep.
So not this one, and I actually think I like this better than most of the stuff from that album.
Yeah.
So yeah, great song.
So I saw Amyl and the Sniffers live around 2004, right when this sort of album came out. I went to see them live here in Brisbane, Australia, and what an energetic performance! They are just fantastic live, and it's so funny to see bands like this in the chats that we listened to last week. They're kind of what bands reminded me of, like in the 90s. Really, gritty, in your face, irreverent. It harkens back to my youth when I was a mere teenager in the 90s. So it was really, really cool it's really cool that this music started coming back, and Australia's really leading the way with this kind of music.
Yeah, Amyl and the Sniffers, one thing you can say about them, these guys don't care at all.
No.
they just don't care, and they have wild energy, and that's obviously the main attraction with this band, for me anyway. It's just their energy is off the chain, breaks the scale. They are just going ham, like 0 to 100, all the things, right? Their energy is ridiculous, and I'm actually very jealous that you got to see them live. Yeah. Because I think that is the true way to experience this band's music. It must be live.
Yeah, exactly. So Amyl, what is Amyl on the Sniffers? So Amyl refers to amyl nitrate, which I'm assuming you know a little bit about. Not that you do amyl nitrate, but because you deal with people that are under.
Yes.
So can you give us any insight into amyl nitrate from a medical point of view?
Well, amyl nitrate it's a vasodilator, so it's mostly used for people that have chest pain, like heart-related pain when their heart's under strain, called angina. So like any sort of vasodilator is used for that.
Right.
I don't know if I don't think this is really what we give in the hospital. I think this is more of like a recreational thing now.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, but that's ostensibly what it's for. It can improve blood flow to the heart, basically, like any nitrate-based medicine.
Oh yeah. So here in Australia, they're known as poppers. So amyl nitrate. So you'll pop it, and then you'll sniff it, and you'll feel really good for about 30 seconds, and that's about it.
30 seconds, great 30 seconds, I guess.
Great 30 seconds. Completely off topic. I recently found out that in the 1800s, like party drugs is what led to medical science figuring out how to put people in anesthesia. It was like people were taking like these things as party drugs back in the 1800s. And laughing gas and that kind of stuff. It's then they sort of used it as medical in medical things. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting.
The only other time, or the first time, I guess, I heard of amyl nitrate, I'm pretty sure this was one of the things that Hunter S. Thompson had in the trunk in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
It probably would have been, yeah.
Yeah, I think he had a bunch of vials of amyl nitrate in the trunk.
I remember I went to a party in Milton, I think it was in Milton, where a guy had stolen a tank of laughing gas, and he was selling balloons for about $5. I did not partake because that freaked the hell out of me. I didn't want to be on laughing gas, but yeah, he made some good money that night.
Well, the balloons are what ruined Jadon Sancho, aren't they?
I'm
pretty sure he was on the balloons.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that fucked up his career.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah. He couldn't get off the balloons.
No, it's crazy what people do to themselves. Like, human. We're getting way off topic here, but human history is about humans trying to alter their consciousness and reach a different level. So humans have been doing these kinds of things since the dawn of humanity, whether it's alcohol or peyote or drugs or whatever. So this is nothing new. This is just what humans do. They want to alter their consciousness.
So when you saw Amyl and Sniffers, how many people were getting high around you?
I don't know, because it was just around COVID. So a lot of people were still wearing face masks.
Okay, got it.
So there was a little bit of spacing, not a lot. You're at a concert, so there's not much spacing, but there was a little bit. But it was mostly people wearing masks. So it's hard for me to answer that question. I have no idea.
Okay, valid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what type of venue did you see them in?
It was in a lovely theater here in Brisbane. I'd never been to that theater before, but probably maybe 200-300 people were crammed in there, and great sound. I think it used to be like an old Mason Hall, or maybe an old like musical theater sort of place. So yeah, great acoustics, great visuals. It was a good show.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I would really like to see these guys live.
Yep,
I
go
probably
see them.
just missed them in Toronto with my luck.
Yeah.
But the next time they're here, I'll be there. Like I have to say, I can't find myself listening to their music a lot all
Yep.
the time. It is a lot. Like it's really upbeat, and you really got
Yeah.
to be in the mood for it. And I think my only critique of these guys is they can be a little one note sometimes. They don't get me wrong, they do try to switch it up. I've heard on their last album they had a couple like slower songs, more ballady songs, but
Yeah.
all their best songs are just like this. They're high energy, high octane, all gas, no breaks, and I just can't have that like all the time. But
Yeah.
live,
Yeah.
I
Live
have
would
to
be
see
it would
them.
be fun. Yeah. So this was from an album called Comfort to Me. It has 13 songs and the runtime is 34 minutes. So think about that for a second.
Yeah.
So each song is going to roughly be about 2 minutes to maybe 2.5 minutes. So it's a very, very quick album. So yeah, it's a good album.
Oh, well, it looks like Amyl and the Sniffers are playing at the, it's now called the RBC Amphitheater, formerly known
Oh,
as Budweiser Stage and the Molson Amphitheater before that. So that's where they are in June.
okay. Well, see if we can get some tickets.
Yeah, I might have to. I might just have to.
The only other thing I wanted to talk about was what does guided by angels mean? Because I think it might have two meanings. The first meaning is sort of the metaphysical meaning of it. So there's a lot of people that talk about guided by angels in like tarot card reading or angel cards, where they'll do like a reading for you, where they'll pull a card and there's angel cards. And there is literally a YouTube website called Guided by Angels, and that's exactly what the website is. She does angel readings. So there's that aspect, and she talks a lot about energy in the song, and good energy, bad energy. So that's where I think it might be related to that. And the other thing that this could refer to is there's an Australian band from the 70s. They established themselves in 1974 called the Angels, and they're a really big important band in Australia. So Guided by Angels, because this isn't for her to be releasing, or for the band to be releasing music like this, it's really older kind of music they're playing. So they could be a nod to the history of Australian music. So it could be about them. It could be about the angels, or it could be about sort of the metaphysical angels. So that's what I was going to talk about with Guided by Angels. That's what it might mean.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was wondering. So, yeah, very cool. Good song. I really like this one. Yeah, really, really liked it actually. So, thank you for putting me on Amyl and Sniffers. It's given me a bit of a kick to go look at some of their previous discographies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, check it out. The other really good song I like by this band from this album is called Security. Another really, really good song. So if I was choosing between this one and a song called Security.
Actually, you know what got me to listen to these guys is I saw a story in the news not too long ago about their show got canceled or something, and so they went to the bar and like bought the whole bar like drinks for the whole night or something somewhere in Australia. So that's what got me to listen to them. Actually, I'm like, well, these guys seem pretty cool.
It's funny. I was just thinking about this before we recorded the podcast, where I'm so happy that bands like this can make money and can tour and can be musicians, because we have featured some amazing independent artists, but they all have like day jobs, or they can't just play music full time. And it's a real shame that that's how modern music is, because there's we've listened to some amazing independent artists, but they just can't only be artists, and that's a shame. So I'm really happy that Amyl and the Sniffers are getting some success.
Yeah, so I just looked it up to confirm my story. They had a canceled gig at Melbourne, somewhere outside, and so they then picked up a $35,000 bar tab.
Nice.
For all the fans that couldn't go to the show.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, great. That's a great punk rock story. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, good job,
Uh,
Amyl and the Sniffers.
yeah. What song do you have for me for next week?
All right, next week, I'm getting you to listen to someone from actually a neighbor of yours.
Oh,
We're
okay.
going to listen to Green Light by Lord from New
Nice.
Zealand.
Nice. I know a little bit about Lord, obviously, her being New Zealand. So I do know a little bit about Lord, but I don't know this song. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, it's a good one.
Cool. And next week is Australia Day. So we're listening to some Australian music. And I didn't know which one to pick because I had a few different ones that I wanted you to listen to. And the one I've gone with is one of my favorite songs from the 80s by a band called Icehouse, and the song is Electric Blue. And Nick,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you to please watch the music video at some point because the singer of Icehouse has the best mullet maybe in music history.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay. I can't
It
wait
is
now.
an epic mullet, so you have to sort of give it a go.
All right. I'm excited. I can't wait to see this thing.
Yeah. It's a very 80s song, very 80s, so we'll see what you think of it. All right, let's do this day in music history. This is an important one, Nick. On this date, January 25th, 1978, after changing their name from Warsaw, which was inspired by a David Bowie song, Joy Division made their live debut when they played Pip's Disco in Manchester, England. So one of the greatest songs ever written is Love Will Tear Us Apart. So, Darren, just hit play on one of the greatest songs that's ever been recorded.
I agree with you. That is one of the best songs
Yeah.
ever. I love that song.
What a beautiful song. It's a shame that Ian Curtis died so suddenly. Not suddenly, but died so quickly after, I think they only had a couple of years. Who knows what Joy Division would have become. So it's a real shame.
Yeah. Big what if.
Yeah. What are your plans for the rest of the week? I know you're going back to work on Thursday. What do you got planned before then?
Not a heck of a lot. Just going to enjoy my my midweek days off. I do really enjoy that. I can go to the gym, go to the grocery store, and it's nice and quiet. So yeah, going to do that. Play some games, and yeah, not much. Lay low.
It's funny. So I work as a photographer here in Australia, and my partner Angie, she's a writer. And so when she quit her day job just to focus on her writing, this gave her a lot of free time during the day. She wasn't working 9-to-5 job anymore. So I remember the first time we went to the mall or a shopping center during the day, we were walking around. She's like, there are a lot of freaks around here. And I was like, oh yeah. It's like, you don't know about day people. Day people are amazing.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's all like, either senior peoples or people that are on welfare or just the people that are unemployed, that are permanently unemployed. It's day people are amazing people to deal with when everyone else is at work. And as a day person myself, because I work a very non-traditional job, day people are amazing. I love day people.
I think my experience with day people is a little different just because I live
You
right
live in
in
Toronto.
the heart of downtown Toronto, where
everyone's
a
around.
lot of people, particularly around where I live, it's a lot of young professionals who have, a lot of them have like remote jobs or like hybrid jobs. And so they'll pop down to the grocery store at 1 p.m. while still technically being on the clock, So my day people is not the same as yours.
No, there's something special about going to see a movie at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday.
I love it. Oh God, I do that all the time. I might do that this week.
It is so interesting. I'll go by myself or, I used to live right next to a shopping mall here in Brisbane, and I would just go for a walk. I'd go see a movie at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And the people you get in the movie theater with, you're either by yourself or you're like, you question, should I be in the room with these people? It's pretty good.
Yeah. Seeing a movie, the first showing of the day on a weekday.
It's amazing.
It's one of my greatest pleasures in life.
It's amazing. Yeah. So for you people that work 9 to 5, quit your jobs and become a day person. That's
exactly.
That's my advice for you.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about our independent artist this week. It's someone we featured before, and her name is Natasha Rose, and she has a wonderful new song out and a great video. I just happened to watch the video yesterday too. It's It's a really funny video, and it's a really colorful video, and it's a great pop song. So the song is called Creature of Bad Habit. Thank you, Natasha, for letting us play your song. And if you are an independent artist and you want to be featured on this podcast, please reach out, send us a message, and with a link to your songs, and maybe you can be featured in future episodes. So, Nick, we're going to talk to you next week.
You got it.
Your name feels like a foreign language now, but I keep it tucked beneath my tongue, and it's going numb, cut my hair like it severs me from us. Doesn't suit me, but I needed the rush, and I miss you more than I really expected. Try to move on, don't want to leave the wreckage, and it's my fault, recognize it, but I can't stop. Playing a last night a loop in my head, open old messages, pick out the stop again. I just keep coming back to it. Guess I'm a creature of bad habit, rewriting words that I wish I had said. I'm coming undone, pulling out the thread. I just keep coming back to it. Guess I'm a creature of bad habit. I guess I really am. I've still got some pictures from my past, hiding deep down bottom of my bag, 'cause I'm still attached. There's a comfort to them, I suppose. I've mastered the art of letting go, and I miss you more than I really expected. Try to move on, don't want to leave the wreckage, and it's my fault, recognize it, but I can't stop. Playing a last night loop in my head, open up messages, pick out the sky again. I just keep coming back to it. Guess I'm a creature of bad habit, rewriting words that I wish I had said. I'm coming undone, pulling out the thread. I just keep coming back to it. Guess I'm a creature of bad habit. I guess I really am. I guess I really am. I can't help, it's who I am. Poison in my mind, and I try to spit you out just like a cyanide. The taste stays in my mouth. Nostalgia ain't a friend of mine. I let it go so deep when the rain hits my window. I don't wanna sleep. You're there like a shadow haunted in my dreams, and it's my own design. Playing a last night loop in my head, open up messages, pick out the skies again. I just keep coming back to it. Guess I'm a creature of bad habits, rewriting words that I wish I had said. I'm coming undone, pulling out the thread. I just keep coming back to it. I guess I'm a creature of bad habit. I guess I really am. I guess I really am. Can't help, it's who I am. I am. I guess I really am.
You've been listening to Just Hit Play. To contact your hosts, Peter and Nick, or to be featured on an episode as musical talent, email justhitplay7300@gmail.com. Keep up to date with news and announcements by following on Instagram and Facebook, linked in the show notes. Subscribe on your favourite podcatcher to tune in next week for more sonic delights. And if you can't wait till then, check out the Just Hit playlist on Spotify, linked in the show notes. A special thanks to Braden Munch for the theme song, and thank you for listening.